My name's Alan Wentworth. I have the wonderful honor of actually emceeing this year. Hard act to follow after Mr. John Goodman. He's done this for years and years and years. How many of you guys have been here in the past? A lot of people. So I would just like to recognize John, scholarly gentleman, and greatly appreciate everything that he has done and will continue to do for us. But let's give him a round of applause. I work for UC Health. I'm the director at University of Colorado Hospital for respiratory therapy, pulmonary rehab, pulmonary diagnostics, and some other areas. I'll leave it at that at this point. And very excited to work with the group of individuals that helped pull this conference together. One of the things that I would like to do initially is recognize the individuals that have spent hours and hours making this thing happen, meeting on a monthly and ad hoc basis, and some put in a lot more work than others. So let me read some names. First and foremost, the leader of the group, Joy Greenstead. Where is Joy? Once I say your name, if you'd stand up, there she is. Thank you, Joy. Joan Bollock. Joan, please stand up. Rob McDonald, I think he's in the exhibit hall. But we'll Rob, I know you can hear us. Jennifer Sturgis. Is Jennifer here? Catherine and Donald Gibbs. There they are. Kathy Fletcho. I don't believe she's here today, but put in a lot of effort. Judy McManus. I know I saw Judy. Louise Nett. I know I saw her somewhere around here too. Peggy Jacobs. Where's Peggy? I know I've seen her. Very good. Edna Fiore. Where is Edna? Edna is going to be sitting at a table to the right when you walk into the exhibit hall, and we have some computers there set up for you to send messages to your elected officials on various issues for you guys having access to better health care and so forth. So please don't hesitate to get with Edna, and let our elected officials know our thoughts. Lynn Cole. Where's Lynn? There she is. Laura Wessenberg. Where's Laura? I know I've seen her. Pat Mallett. I think he's in the Sharon McDonald. Tom Osborne. Carol Blair. Brenda Crow. MJ Whiteif. Jacob Thurlow. Bob Doyle. And Juliet Morrow. I'm going to give you some logistics about the conference here, just real quickly. But one of the things that I would like to do, and hopefully you guys are fine with this, is I'd like to take a moment of silence for the victims in Las Vegas, tragic event that happened. So if just a moment of silence, please. Very good. What I would like to do now is introduce Ellen Penrod, a wonderful soul, and the Executive Director for the American Lung Association. have a scary cord up here, so.
Please be careful, all you speakers coming up here. It's a little bit scary. All right. So, hi, I'm Ellen Penrod. I'm the Executive Director at the American Lung Association, and I'm so happy to be back here with you guys again this year. Another fabulous turnout and another great program put together. We are so proud of the work that we do with Colorado Lung Health Connection. They are an amazing group of people, and they put together a terrific program every year. So thank you again for being our amazing partners on this. I also want to thank Bob Doyle. I don't know if Bob, I don't see Bob. Bob is our staff member at the American Lung Association that works so hard at putting this together with the group. And then I want to say thank you to Alan. He failed to mention he's also on the board of the American Lung Association here in Colorado, and he has brought so much to us and has been a fabulous add to our board. Excuse me. Over 802,000 people here in Colorado are living with lung disease. Now, to give you a little perspective, there's about 5.2 million people here in Colorado. So that's approximately 1 in 6 people are living with lung disease here in Colorado. And it is our honor as the American Lung Association to serve all of those people. We work on behalf of all lung disease to help find cures, to help find resources, to put on programs, to help people with lung disease and to help prevent future lung disease. So we work hard in the areas of advocacy around healthcare and around clean air. We love clean air because we know how much that irritates people with lung disease. And so we're really excited to be a part of this community here in Colorado. And we would love to have more of you involved with us. Let us know what you need here in Colorado so that we can help put the programs in place that you need to see and the education in place that you need to see. I did want to bring your attention to a card that was in your packets. This is for our Lung Force Expo, which we are doing in partnership with UC Health in November, on November 18th, down the Broadmoor. Terrible location to have to be at. And we're having 3 of their doctors speak about lung disease. One is speaking on lung cancer, one is doing COPD, and another is doing sleep apnea, which I think is going to be a really interesting group to have. So please sign up. Come join us down in Colorado Springs on the 18th. Registration is $10, and come down and join us for the day. And then, as Alan said, we are trying to get your voices out into our senators and our representatives so that your voices are heard. And this group is very, very powerful. I had someone tell me that it only takes 100 voices to make a representative listen. Well, there's over 100 voices in this room. So if you have not signed up to be an advocate, I really encourage you to. And we're working really hard to make sure everybody is covered in healthcare. I'm very excited to hear the speech on healthcare today. And then also around clean air, also around, basic services. So please make your voice heard. And then finally, I want to thank our sponsors, our gold level sponsors, UC Health and Synovian. They help make sure that this is possible. They pay for the room, they pay for the food. They're amazing people. And then our bronze sponsor, WestMed. So can we give them a real little thank you? And as one of our sponsors is here, I would like to introduce Tim Wimbush from UC Health.
Good morning. My name is Tim Wimbush. I am the Administrative Director for our Comprehensive Lung and Breathing Program at UC Health, primarily located right now here in the Denver metro area, but we're still working to try and expand some of these services to Colorado Springs, up into Fort Collins, and a few other things. So when Ellen said, I've got a few minutes for you potentially, and thought, oh, I'm not so sure. And then Alan said, Tim, you should get up and say something. I thought, all right, well, it's a little dangerous because in my family I have people who preach. So they said I only have about 45 to 50 minutes. So get comfortable and we'll get started here. Now, I just want a few minutes, a little bit about our comprehensive lung and breathing program. It is a 7-pillar program. Basically, if we have patients who are in need of, maybe someone has seasonal allergies and that's caused them to have an annoying cough, we can address that issue. All the way through to, I have a significant issue where I think I may need a lung transplant, we can address that as well, and anything and everything in between. And what we're really trying to do is we've created a number, 855-LUNG-UCH, and I have cards on the table in there if anyone's interested, where if someone can make a phone call, it's basically a one-stop shop. So if you call that number, that person who will answer that phone will really try and assess what is the right specialist for you to see. And then from there, that specialist can make an assessment as to what other team members might need to participate in really trying to assess what is the best care for each individual patient that comes into the comprehensive lung and breathing program. So really trying to make it about the individual person, not, well, all of our patients who may have ILD get this treatment. We all know that's not the best way to provide health care. It's about individual patients. So that's one of the things that we do. Our goal for UC Health, our mission, is about improving lives through learning, healing, and discovery, and small personal connection through human interaction, but in all ways to improve lives. And I think that's why we're all here today. If we can figure out ways to make people dealing with, whether it's lung disease, whatever it is, that we can figure out better ways for people to be able to live their life and do the things they like to do. I was speaking with a gentleman this morning talking about enjoying golf and wishing he could do more of that. And if we can help people, help one person be able to do that, then I think we've been successful. You did hear a little bit about, we do have our summit coming up at the Broadmoor again. I know it's tough to get people to want to show up there, but there is a great session going on. I think that'll be great in this partnership with the American Lung Association. So on behalf of that, I just thank you all for being here, and I thank you that we get the opportunity to come together and try and figure out how do we address the needs that we all have and how do we provide better health care and quality health care to all the people in need of it. So to the American Lung Association, thank you for hosting this, and thank you for the chance to be a sponsor for this event, and I hope it's a great morning. So thank you very much.
Before we introduce our first speaker, I'm just curious, and I want you guys to look around the room as I ask these questions. How many of you have COPD? Can you raise your hands? Okay. So look around. Some are first-time attendees, some are not first-time attendees. You guys are great resources for one another. You guys know all the tricks for how to deal with the problems that you have to deal with every day. And it's not just COPD. So how many of you have interstitial lung disease or interstitial pulmonary fibrosis? Very good. There's a good number here. How many of you have pulmonary hypertension? Primary pulmonary hypertension. Very good. Very good. Lung cancer? Okay. Not by myself. Oh, you're never by yourself, Ann. You're awesome. Good. So guys, network with one another, support one another. This is all about you today. And again, we thank you all so much for being here. Now I want to introduce Joan Bollock, who's going to come up and bring our first speaker on stage. And again, be careful for the cord.
I also would like to extend a welcome to everyone to the 14th Annual Thomas L. Petty Moving Mountains Conference. Dr. Petty was my mentor as I learned pulmonary medicine. I felt very privileged and honored to learn from this very elite group. The name given to this conference, Moving Mountains, has anyone ever questioned what that meant? Sometimes your breathing feels like you're trying to move a mountain, you're having that much difficulty. And So that's where it came from, and he always talked about that, Dr. Petty did. Dr. Petty was a prolific writer. Another term that he coined was oxyphile. Oxyphile, everyone familiar with that? Someone that loves oxygen. So he dedicated 2 books now to patients, written by patients. And this book is described as a constant source of inspiration, new ideas, and hopes for others with lung disease, and this will be carried forward for a long time.